Hey everybody, it's Joe Baby here. It's day 54, my 2022 Appalachian Trail through hike. Day 54. It was a busy day today. Didn't get as much hiking in today as I would have liked to, but it's okay. Yesterday I ended up with doing about 25.5 miles to a shelter that I showed up at night. And so yesterday I think I was talking about fresh ground. So I had lunch with him and then I met him at Humpback parking area just before Waynesboro. Probably like 15 miles before Waynesboro, Virginia. Excuse me. And we had chicken tenders, really good ones. Like he breaded them up right there, and hand cut French fries. He did right there, and they were good. They were good. And so then I hiked another 9 miles. So I started hiking at about 6 p.m. I hiked another 9 miles to the shelter that I decided I was going to stay at, the Paul something shelter. And it was dark at the time, and I didn't want to go up to the shelter and bother anyone. So I just set my tent up, which I got my tent set up here without the rain fly because it was so nice, which I'm doing again tonight because it's so nice. And went to sleep. Hiked into Waynesboro today. I didn't even have breakfast. Not that I've really been eating breakfast. I think I had a couple bars on the way to Waynesboro. Got a $5 shuttle into town. Dropped me off at the post office. Got my shoes. Thanks for sending the man. We'll do it differently the next time, though. And then I walked over to Kroger, which was right within eye shot of the post office. Did my resupply. And then I walked about a mile to the hostel. Got right into the hostel. Immediately got laundry going. Got a shower, and I'm already dirty. Look how dirty I am already, and I just got a shower today. I'm gonna have to get in the creek here in a minute. I still feel clean though, sort of. And then took a shower, walked down to the diner, and then at almost exactly 2 o'clock, I was back on trail. And so when it was all said and done today, I've done about 14 miles, just under 14 miles, which I wanted to get 20 in today, but what I'm finding is here I'm in the Shenandoah National Park. Waynesboro is like the gateway to Shenandoah National Park. And what I'm finding out is that water is it's part of the game. Finding water, so you got to choose your camping spot wisely. So I stopped at the shelter that was about 1.5 miles from here, and I was like, man, if I can find water, maybe I'll go 4 more miles. And this is the last water spot that I could find on my map. And so, being that it was so hot today, because it was probably upper 70s. With a lot of humidity, I wanted to make sure I got a lot of water tonight, so I felt good for tomorrow. So I ended up at this cool stealth spot, which I just finished my dinner. I had pho mixed with ramen, and here's a little twist. I squirted some peanut butter into it, and that kind of gave it I don't know what it gave it, but it gave it a cool flavor. And then I'll show you around my campsite, which obviously I'm by myself. This is a stealth site. There's my little kitchen that I set up. That's my stove. And then my pot sits on there like that, and that's how it cooks it. And then I got my tent set up with no rain fly. That's all it is. There's just a little sleeping pad that I lay in there. And my sleeping bag's hanging from the tree. I'm airing it out. And then, I don't know if you can see the actual trail, but it's just right up there, middle of the screen. The great thing is I have water right here, which is awesome. I can drink as much water as I want, and it's right here. And then this little spot that I picked is like a little island, because there's also water on this side as well, over here. I probably wouldn't want to camp here if it was raining, or if I knew rain was coming. I would probably choose another spot, because I mean, the water coming down right here could come over the banks really easily. But I know there's no water. I know I'm safe. And then, so since I'm camping with no rain fly on tonight, I have my rain fly rolled up at the end of my tent, just airing out my shirt. So basically, you know, if it starts to rain, I can just pop that rain fly right over the top of my tent, and I'm good to go. Well, this is a different kind of a video, so, you know, I'm kind of showing you how I set everything up. Got my new shoes. I'm not crazy about the color. I like gray. Another pair of Ultra Olympus. They're good shoes. They got really good tread. And they're real cushiony. My food bag, which tonight I'm gonna hang all my food away from my tent, because Shenandoahs are bear country for sure. And I also today, which I wasn't thinking, bought just before I came into the Shenandoahs, there's a place to buy caramel popcorn. So I bought a big bag of I don't know what I was thinking. I bought a big bag of caramel popcorn, and I put it in my backpack. Well, when I took it out, my whole backpack smelled like caramel popcorn. And that freaked me out a little bit. So I'm just trying to air everything out, which is why I've got my sleeping bag well, it's good to air your sleeping bag out anyway. But just trying to get everything aired out so I don't have any bear issues. But I ate pretty good, and I got lots of food. I mean, lots of food. A bunch of almond butter and oatmeal and tons of protein bars and these Jack Links, whatever, those aren't very good. And a bunch of nuts and fruit. So I'm eating. And I need to eat more, because I'm losing weight, but also my pack's heavy from all the food that I brought too much food into the woods with me. So I gotta start eating more. I got a big old thing of Jiffy Squeeze peanut butter, which is a bunch of calories. I went to the Outfitter today, which I hitched a ride back to the trail, and some lady said, "Hey, you want a bag of trail mix?" What was I gonna say? No. Heck yeah, I'll take some trail mix. So I got the trail mix too. So I'm overflowing with food. So as soon as I'm done with my video, I'm going to eat more food just to get rid of some. Being in the Shenandoahs, there's waysides, I think they call them, which I've heard, which have food that you can buy. I don't want to necessarily buy a bunch of food when I have food, but I'm not going to pass up a cheeseburger. That's for sure. So anyway, that's what's going on in my world. I have no idea what I'm doing tomorrow or how far I'm going. I want to get a 20 plus in. So yeah, you saw my camp spot, obviously, which is right there. But I'm in a pretty good spot here if we got wind. I'm in this big valley. I'm surrounded by these both big valleys. So I should stay warm down in this area tonight. It should hold some heat. It looks like a clear night. It could get a little chilly, but I'm not gonna get cold. It's just too warm out. The lows are only supposed to be in the 60s, and I'm elevation wise about probably 2,500 feet. So I'm good. So that's all I have. I'll catch back up with y'all tomorrow. I hope y'all have had a great day, because I definitely did. Bye now.